So ladies and gentlemen, the first bout of the evening is a welterweight European bout. This to be contested over 2 5-minute rounds with a 1-minute break. The bout is sponsored by Rogue Fight Gear, the choice of champions. It is a win by KO, submission, referee stoppage, or judges' decision. Introducing the warriors once again to you. Firstly, finding out the red corner. From Germany, weighing in 76 kilos, representing Dragon's Cave Dojo. Highly experienced in Sanda, full contact Kung Fu, and Thai boxing. Trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu by Franco de Launis. And so, please welcome Niels Schlagel from Germany. And his opponent prevented dual action within the cage. Fighting out of blue corner, representing the UK from Birmingham, weighing in at 75.5 kilos. Representing Land Bates Fight Club, black belt in judo, 2 times Ultimate Combat veteran. Welcome, Phil MacCall. And let's give one of our ring girls from Crab a warm welcome. This is Roxy and the Cave. So ladies and gentlemen, the referee controlling this first bout will be Mr. Howard Hughes. So stand by for action within the cage.
Welcome to Ultimate Combat 11. I'm here tonight with Mark Goddard. John Jones unfortunately couldn't join us. Mark, how you doing?
Fine, thanks, fine. Welcome. How are you?
Good, good. So, first fight of the night. Bit of an interesting one. Phil MacCall, obviously, a lot of people will know from Ultimate Combat. Niels Schlagel is his opponent tonight. How much do you know about
Phil?
Phil, sorry, yes.
I know Phil fights out of the well-known and well-respected Len Bates. I think what we're going to see here is a classic striker, grappler setup.
That's when we were talking to Phil earlier, he was actually saying he was expecting the fight to be that way.
Yeah, he does sinking in the armbar straight away.
Seems very active in the guard, Schlagel, early on.
Interesting enough, he said he's a training partner of Franco di Leonardis, so thinking on Franco's groundwork, if that's anything to go by, I'd expect him to be just as good.
Now, coming from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background yourself, Mark, what would Schlagel be actually looking to do here from here?
Well, what Schlag was doing very well is he's tying him up, he's keeping his legs up high across his back. He's going to be looking to sink in either possible armbar or triangle. What Phil needs to do is push through and get those legs down. He's controlling it. He's got the armbar locked in.
Looks like he might have that.
Very tight.
Looks like he might have that.
Phil needs to get to his feet. He's fought out of that well. Niels controlling Phil very well from the bottom position, tying him up nicely with his legs nice and high.
Now could Phil potentially turn... is there a triangle in there?
Almost Phil's slipping out of that. He really needs to get back out of there. Now Phil looking to push around into side control now, get out of the guard.
I was going to say, I mean, I've seen Phil from this position before, and he's quite dominant from here.
This is judo through and through. If Phil can hold the position here in side control, he'll do very well.
However, with judo these days, do you find that it's more sports-based, get the guy down and leave it as is, or do you still find it's very, a lot of these guys do still train in submissions quite heavily?
I do. Obviously, somebody like Len Bates is... Niels are getting looking for some... Good hard shots from Phil. Good hard shots. He needs to get out of guard. Doing well to push around again and come out of Niels' guard.
Just a bit of a background on Schlagel. He has been mainly a stand-up fighter, Thai boxing, Taekwondo background. Started doing grappling around about 2 years ago now. He's very much a well-rounded fighter from what has been heard on the circuit, so to speak.
Yeah, well, as I say, I mean, training partner of Franco, you'd expect him to be pretty clued up on the floor. Again, looking to tie Phil up with those legs nice and high. Phil does need to get out of that, break that guard again.
That's some good shots. Now, should Phil actually be looking to pass the guard here, perhaps?
Phil should be looking to pass that guard because Niels is doing a good job of controlling him. He's still got half guard. Phil really does need to get out the guard and get into the side position.
Unlike some people, some people have previously seen on the show, we have seen it on occasion where guys will just pull the guard, get into the full guard, and they'll just hold it there as well.
They will, but what's interesting is Niels is working pretty well off his back. He is actually working hard for the submissions. He's not just holding him down there. Phil does need to stay out of that guard and stay inside control to give himself a better chance.
Now I can't see Phil actually backing off here and allowing Schlagel to get and stand with him.
Yeah, I think what Phil's looking to do, I think Phil would prefer it on the ground, but he's got to stop being tied up. Definitely got to stop being tied up. There Niels goes again, always looking for that arm bar.
Now, we've been saying about him getting tied up in the guard. What can MacCall actually do from here to, prevent himself being tied up, get in a better position? I know we were saying about passing the guard, but is there anything right now that he can do?
Maybe what Phil could do is employ a strategy. Now he's there, is just to stand up and stand away from him. Maybe try from stand up, get a better takedown into a more dominant position.
He's got a guillotine.
Niels looking for half guard again, constantly looking to get himself in a safer position.
It doesn't look like Phil's actually got his hand. Oh, he has. He's got his hands linked up, but I don't know if he's actually got his forearm actually sunk in.
What Phil would do better now is if Phil could actually get man position. There's the tap.
Oh, and that's it.
In the 9 seconds of the other round, we have a tap.
Good finish from Phil there. Good finish.
I wouldn't say it came out of the blue, he was holding it, but to me it just didn't look like it was sunk in.
No, it didn't to me. I mean, what I was about to say is Phil could make a lot more use of that if he could take mount and stretch him out, but he actually managed to do it from what looked like a half-guard position. You'll probably find it was more of a crank than a choke. Right. Obviously, adrenaline makes fighters run out of gas very quickly.
Tremendous execution of a swift move.
Pleased for Phil there. I think that takes his Ultimate Combat record to 2-1 now. So
I believe so, yeah. I mean, he's definitely improved his all-round game. As he's told us previously, he's been working on improving his all-round game rather than just his ground skills. Now, necessarily, yes, we didn't see that tonight. But what we did see is perhaps MacCall being more versatile on the ground than what we have seen previously.
Definitely so, I think.
Victory and the day.
A lot of low
So here we have round applause initially from two warriors, ladies and gentlemen. Respect in the house, but it is after 4 minutes, 43 seconds of the first round, a win by guillotine going to